Hello everyone, my name is Cetus and welcome back to Europa Universalis IV as Brandenburg, aka Prussia. We are going to, well, in the last episode we just did some internal organizing, coring our land, integrating some vassals, getting things generally under control. A lot of the world is still very concerned about us. We have a lot of aggressive expansion all over the place. It is mildly concerning, but instead of being concerned about that, which we could be, we're not going to be, and we're going to attack Denmark. That is going to be the start of this episode. We have our armies in position to attack north, we have an army in position to defend our empire, and we have an army in position to run south and take out these guys who are going to join the war because they're fools. Oh, actually, I guess this army can take this one because these will also join the war. And then we have our entire fleet together, which is a bit overkill, but we're going to secure these straits because in previous wars we've had issues with not being able to cross these straits because the enemy have controlled the seas. Not this time. This time we will control the seas. So let's dive straight into this war. We do have some minor rebellion issues, but it will most likely be fine. Okay, let's dive in. When did Russia become not our ally? What did I click by without noticing? That was terrifying. Once our subjects' provinces, minus 181. Well, that kind of put a damper on my plan. Oof. Oof, Russia. Oh, Russia. You are a problem, Russia. Huh. I didn't notice that extreme issue. Huh. Okay. Huh. You'll notice the confidence draining out of my plan. Well then. England? Any chance? England is a Whoa, what? What? England is a vassal under Austria? Huh. The world is much worse than I thought. I had a grand plan. I was set in motion and I did not realize the world had turned so heavily against me. Wow. Wow, they have Flanders as well? That is terrifying. They are allied with Poland? Because England's huge. How is How? How? That's terrifying. We don't have Diplotech 27, so we can't encourage them towards becoming disloyal. How do they even have them loyal? England is so much more powerful than Austria. I don't know that I can declare this war now. Or not the war I was intending at any rate. If we were to do the war, it would have to... Look at that. No. Russia is allied to them. Huh. So I'm having my heart broken. I was so excited. I was so confident. And we might need to just chill. because that's Russia is a problem. And I can't afford to be, look at that. 4 times my army. If I bring France in, it is about 2 times my army. Crazy. Okay. Okay. Huh. I still want to do it. It's a terrible plan. But I want to do it. Austria is at -40. I can't have them joining in. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. I have the advantage of treaties, but I don't have a treaty with Austria. I can't declare war with them. Russia and Austria being allies is a real problem. Well, there's no way around that. Huh. So it looks like I'm gonna be forced to deal with Russia sooner. I had hoped to just maintain my alliance with them. But we seem too late on that. -181 because they decided they want my land. Which is the red. The red is the problem. And I'm not giving you the land. No. Nope, yet. Okay. Well, this is a lot of time of me not doing anything. I know that. I realize that. Especially for an episode that was supposed to begin action-packed with me declaring war with Denmark, but I think this is a terrible idea now. Because I'm going to get so much aggressive expansion that I'm going to be in trouble. So we're going to pull back. We are going to pull back. All my forts on the Russian border. You know what? Let's integrate Lithuania so I can get some good forts on the Russian border. Annex vassal. Confirmed. And then I think Russia needs to become our rival. I think that's the wise, because then we get the free forts if we do that. Or the free forts on their border. Is this a better fort? Oh, yes, something, but not the top level fort. Oof. Ugly. Okay. Okay, well, we gotta chill. We gotta get out of our aggressive expansion data. We gotta go back to doing things carefully. We can't just find ourselves weak. So we'll go back to drilling. Sorry for the utter disappointment on that. I had not seen the diplomatic landscape change so suddenly and so drastically against me. But we can now integrate Lithuania. I kind of hoped they would buffer the penalty once Russia decided they wanted the land, but it didn't. So be it. Inflation. We don't need admin power. Fine. Out of curiosity, who is Russia's allies? Russia's only allied to Austria. Unfortunately, Austria is so powerful because they bring England along. They are not powerful. I could crush them with ease, but the whole England thing is rough. Now, is there a way I can force a war with Austria? That actually might be the way to do it. So Poland, who's Poland's allies? So I could do a war with Poland and then try and free England. Just break the PU. Don't even need to take land. I just need to break the PU. Would France join us? France is in debt at the moment, so they will not join us. But long term, I think that's okay. Okay, I think Wait. Okay, I'm gonna try and get our heir on the throne. That would be interesting. I don't know what that does. Not really what our goal is, but I'm kind of curious. How old is the king? 74. Well, let's just see where that goes. He should die soon. Dubious spending practices. Turn a blind eye, lose unrest, gain corruption. No, 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 no. Don't need to. I don't need to keep any of those people happy, so why give in to that? We are slowly removing, we're slowly building our absolution up and getting rid of that nonsense. So, nope, just nope. Oh, that was really disappointing. I was really excited for this war. It's just not the right decision in any way, shape, or form. Our heir has a 10% chance to be on the throne. That's not very impressive. France, what are you doing to me? Money or prestige? What's our prestige? 87. We'll take money. France, I don't want to be. I don't want to be in war, France. I don't. Who are we fighting? I guess France being more powerful is good, but I don't. They have started. I don't know what Brabant is. I assume it's one of the little nations, but I don't know. Brabant. Hey, yep, sure, makes sense. AACH. This seems Greek. Except for it's not Greek, except for I think it's Greek. Yeah. I don't know why I always think that name is going to be Greek, and it's never Greek. I don't understand. There's something about the name. I wish I could think of it. I think there's a Greek city with a name not close. Don't get me wrong. I understand I am completely wrong on this front. But I think there is a Greek city name that is in the ballpark of that name. That is why I get it mixed up. At least that's what I'm going with, and I'm sticking with it. Okay, okay. Yeah, we do want that. So that would be good. We do want that. So that would be good. Friesland, Muster. Sure. I mean, France, you're our only friend. We gotta be in this war. We can't just be we can't be cavalier with your friendship, is what I'm trying to get at. You know, we gotta respect it. We have 40 favors with you. We are gonna spend this on trust. Get our trust up to 7. So we are highly trustworthy to them. And we'll keep the 20 because we do want them for a war. Bunch of nations entering a coalition against us, which is not ideal. And that's only probably going to get worse because France is going to give us a bunch of aggressive expansion. And hopefully not. It was very early in this campaign where France almost killed us. They almost killed us with their cavalier attitude of giving us land like a good friend. And that's just not okay. Yeah, so many nations joining against us. I'm no longer as overly confident. I thought Russia was my best friend and my best friend forever. And turns out they're not. And that is disappointing. We're going to dive in here and kill this. Blood is thicker than water. The current war with Burma has triggered a round of proofs in the Prussian court. On the one hand, Christian Brandenburg, our Lower Saxon commandant, has offered to draw information from his network of contacts in Burma, a considerable network he claims. On the other hand, his political opponents have raised doubts about his loyalty. They have right to banish him, or keep him. His information will be useful. Lifts fog of war. Or 67% chance of that. Or, and the rest of it is he lifts it. We'll take it. We'll take the 67% chance it goes good. Not that we need the fog of war, but it's just more interesting. I guess I should participate more because I want land. Is Bohemia in this? Who's in this fight? Bohemia is in this fight again. Look at how many nations. Good lord. France, stop, please. Just stop. Just stop. You know, it would be okay if you just stopped. Yeah, Saxony's in this again. I mean, the truce with everyone will help us while our aggressive expansion gets down. Ooh, that fort's tough. We don't have the cannons to crush it. Interesting. Gotta up our cannon game in our armies then. No, he betrayed us. That's awkward. I want a new advisor though. Ooh, I'm missing 2 advisors. Yearly inflation reduction. That will be good because I know we've taken some inflation recently. Let's just prove I'm right. Yeah, 1.74. So it'll be good to get that done and be more efficient on money. And then land force limit modifier. That doesn't really matter. Manpower, that will help. Less the improving the cap and more the improving the rate we get it is why we chose that option. That's a pretty big army. Not that we're scared of it, but it's a big army. Can we cannon this? No, all these forts are better than us. We gotta up our cannon game. Note to self, in between. Build more cannons. Build more cannons. Lithuania doing work. I will miss having their giant army that I don't pay for. But I think integrating them is the right call. Do I have... Shoot, I can't change my interests, but I do want this. I didn't think that through enough. Oh well. We took that. Come down and stop that. They accepted peace, and France didn't give it to us. One day, I'll get that stain from the middle of our empire. One day. Not today, though. Our infantry are better. Works for me. More nations joining up against us. No longer quite as a cavalier on that front, but you know how it's going to be. Liberate, etc., etc. Lokoja has long been one of the foremost pillars of Prussia, etc., etc. Make it clear they need to contribute. Clergy loses loyalty and gives us money, or we gain prestige. We can lose loyalty on the clergy. That's fine. Money's nice. Not that we have any real need for it, but you know what? Having a stockpile when Russia is as terrifying as Russia is just common sense. It's just basic common sense. We've already really beaten up Bohemia. I hope France has the courtesy to force Bohemia into little slices of himself. A little hard to tell what nations I'm at war with. There's such a mess. Does it go red on enemy territory? Yes, it does. This doesn't seem like the most efficient way to find enemy territory, though. You know what? We'll come up here. I know. Yeah. Oh, do we have enemies down here? Somewhere? Nope. Nope. Aha! Perfect. Is an enemy down there. We're still sieging this down, which is insane. This fort is very tough. Got a little mini armies we just stumbled upon by accident. Good. Quarantine the port. Always quarantine the port. We won that siege, and France took peace with them. Which is fine. They have the right. Peace with another one of these mini nations. Almost at the end of this episode, but let's see if we can finish up this impromptu war. I did promise this episode would have a war. This isn't the war I expected it to be. Oh, we're at peace with these guys now. I wanted the land, France. What's going on? You're giving me nothing. Is my participation not good enough? It's 39%. Like, come on. We're doing work for you. We're doing good work. Have some respect. And help us take this. What fort am I running around? Sieging that. Lithuania is still sieging that. Which is good. Keep going, Lithuania. I feel like there's a fort in here I'm missing that we're at war with. We not at war with you? Oh, it's under siege. Under siege is not in our war, which is why it's a little confusing. Got it. Honestly, this army should fall back. Come back. And then as soon as this army is done, it will go up and beat up Bohemia some more, which will be good. So we can increase speed. We don't need to pay quite so much attention. Where's our other army go? That one's returning. That one's returning. Oh, I've returned them both. Wasn't my intent, but that's fine. Still sieging this. That's absurd. Actually, you know what? Let's really overkill it. That nation pulled out of the fight. Good, good. Come bully Bohemia some more. So I'm putting these two armies together. It would be more wise to pull my artillery out and not have an insane army that would take a lot of attrition. In fact, I should do that. Now that I've artilleried it down, we're going to do that. Went in, artilleried it down so it will be a little faster, created a breach. Now we're not going to waste our manpower because we've already lost 20, 30k manpower. And we can't afford to be weak anymore. We can embrace the intuition, which is cool. Not yet, though. Russia, you better give us... France, you better give us something out of this war. Expanding a lot of manpower to help you out. And you better return the player. We're going to spend some military points to build a supply depot here because we were taking attrition just sitting there because our friends were sitting on top of us. That will get that under control. Who? Oh, Friesland. Fine. France is going to be a problem one day too. Hopefully France stays our friend though, unlike Russia, who told us to stuff it, but for some reason likes Austria. I mean, I guess it makes sense that those two would be buddy-buddy, but it's obnoxious nevertheless. Wow. We'll lose money rather than stability. Burma accepted peace. That's fine. No, I wanted... France, you are... France, you have not... There are things you're supposed to be doing, which is giving me land, and you're not doing it. And it's rude, and I don't like it. You know, I don't want to be blunt about it, but it's rude, and I don't like it whatsoever. 95%. Yeah, this war is basically over. You better give me some land. You'll give me some stupid land over here and make Russia hate me more, probably. We're going to increase to speed 5 and just try and burn through... Aha! Bunch of money, prestige. You gave us no... Oh, he did. He gave us land. Aha! What did you give us? One... You... Real... France. I mean, I guess you're moving me towards connecting my empire together, which I guess thank you, but also, come on. That's not, it's clearly not, clearly not what I wanted. But okay. It's fine. It's fine. Thank you, France, for the land. I thank you. So we're going to call that episode there. Not entirely what I expected this episode to be, and things are going to get a little bit more awkward moving forward. We're going to have to try and look for an opportunity to take on Russia, Russia is a hard nation for that to happen with. Normally, the best way to take out a bigger empire is to wait for them to get into a war with another big empire, or with a lot of little ones, and then kind of step in and go, ha, the flaw. I actually might not want to integrate Lithuania, because that Reconquest one will allow us to dive into the war right away. I might cancel that annexing. It's a little bit of a waste of power, but honestly, at this point, the diplomatic power, any of the power isn't that big of a deal. I know our Diplotech is behind, but not by a lot. We're doing okay. But basically what I'm saying is we need them to get in war with, like, the Ottomans, and then dive in to the fight. Because that would be rough. Is there any world in which the Ottomans like us? They have a neutral attitude towards us. They have too many diplomatic relationships, and they're way more powerful than us. Not impossible. I'm gonna do this so I remember for the next episode. I don't know that we can get a treaty with them, but if we did, I think they would be very happy to join us in crushing Russia. Which is what we want. We need to bully them. I'm not even sure if I would take land from them. I'd probably just break them into a million pieces, or as many as I can. Actually, I probably can't do enough of that, so I would probably take land. But regardless, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode.